Hands Up is a young and innovative charity that raises funds and awareness for aid projects in Syria. And the idea behind everything Hands Up does is simple and positive. By gathering people together and having a good time, we have the power to do something good. The Syrian Supper Club is one of the main ways that we fundraise. It's a positive and fun way of gathering people together and introducing them to a new cuisine. That's the Syrian cuisine, and we reckon that's one of the best in the world and perhaps one of the lesser known cuisines out there. But the idea is also to introduce people, to come along and have a fun evening, learn something about Syria, enjoy themselves, but at the same time do something good, and that's really where the value comes in. Singing for Syrians is a UK-wide initiative. We've run it for the past couple of years, and similarly to the Syrian Supper Club, it's about getting people together, this time with music and singing. So we encourage schools, choirs, churches, people of all faiths and none to come together and sing a song and raise some money for the aid projects that we fund in Syria. For Singing for Syrians in 2017, we held a flash mob choir in Marylebone Station at rush hour on a Friday night. I think many of the commuters were quite surprised to hear a, I'd say, 40-strong choir bursting into song, the Hallelujah chorus. It was certainly quite a sight to see. And that's also something we try and do. It's about making people aware of what's going on, and if you can do that in a fun, interesting and different way, then that has a very powerful impact. It's very easy to feel hopeless and helpless in the face of this increasingly brutal and long-lasting conflict. But we would say that we all have the power to do something. And to know that by coming along to a dinner or attending a carol concert, singing, getting your friends together and cooking, knowing that something you've done has improved someone's life, or perhaps even saved it, is a very powerful thing. And if that means getting a kid able to walk again, they can hold a pencil again, they can play football with their friends, there's nothing to really beat that. The education system in Syria has almost completely deteriorated in many parts of the country, and I guess if you think that every child under 6.5 has only ever known a country at war, many of them have probably never had the opportunity to go to school, if at all. So anything that Hands Up can do to create an environment where education is possible for children of all ages, either to go back to school or to start their schooling years, then that's really important for us. One of the things that I think sets Hands Up apart from being small, is that we believe in giving the beneficiaries that we support a hand up, not a handout. The idea is to facilitate a stable life for them, and if that means gaining employment or being trained as a doctor or being paid a salary for being a teacher, and then continuing to provide vital local services in education and health, then that's exactly what we're hoping to be able to do. When it comes to Syria and its crisis, we all have the power to do something, that's what we'd say. And the beauty about Hands Up and the way that we fundraise is that anyone and everyone can get involved. You can come along to one of our events. If you're into food, come to a Syrian supper. If you're into music, then come to one of the Singing for Syrians events, either held by us or others. And the same goes for the Syrian Supper Club. You can also just donate. There are so many ways that we can all do something, but also feel as if you're doing something and see the end result. Thank you so much for helping us remind our friends in Syria that they have not been forgotten.